Hey friends, Jenny here, and I am getting ready for day 15 of Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Our sketch today is from Lisa Cuneo Scrapbooking. Lisa, I apologize. I'm sure I hope I said it right, but if not, please know that I apologize. 12 by 12 sketch. You'll notice here that there's a solid pieces of paper, a big strip across the top, and then individual panels of paper that would match up if you put them together. There's a circle here, says title or quote, 2 photos, couple of labels. There's an embellishment cluster here at the bottom. Looks like that should be just a journal block for some journaling. And it looks like Lisa is with my scrapbook table. Let me show you what I'm going to use for this sketch. Okay, I've got the Bo Bunny Brighton collection because, of course, I had to have it and I haven't touched it yet. But anyway, I've got a few of the papers picked out. Let me show you my photos. As you can see, my favorite subject is Quinn. So I'm going to use these 2 pictures of her. These were taken when we went to the library, and we went for a story time. And the story time that we went to ended up being for babies. And this was the look she gave me as people were arriving and such. She was just like, Grammy, are you kidding me? I'm not a baby. So she's a big girl. She's over 3 years old. So those are the photos I'm going to scrapbook for this memory. These are the papers that I've picked. This particular paper, I think, is the one I'm actually going to cut into the strips and line them up. This is called Love Match. The back is just a green on green, looks like leaves in a pattern. Oh, full branding strip that says love. Great branding strip. The next paper I'm thinking about using is called Salutations. And this looks like a 4 by 6 cut-aparts. I believe I'm going to be using it for the back. And this is what I'm thinking of using for the large strip. And then that polka dot paper going over the top of it. But we'll see. We'll see. Great branding strip. Looks like it's stitching on there. This is another one that I thought about using maybe for the strip and then using the pink to cut across, but we'll see. I've got some ideas floating around, so I just took out the papers. We'll see where we go. This particular paper is called Memoir. In the back is like a craft with a light pink heart. And this says Everyday Happiness. That's nice. This paper is called Trimmings, and it's just a bunch of border strips here to use. In the back is a very pretty purple. This I was thinking of using as the background. This particular paper is called Ornate. It looks like an ombre. Would you call it ombre? It's different colors, like purples and greens, but it's coming in and out, darker, lighter. And the back is another purple. So one of the purples I'm going to be using for my background. I'm not sure which one. And then, like I said, then it's got a layer, a large layer. I did think about, you know, the notebook paper and then cutting up the circles, but that might be too blendy. Blendy. Is that a word? Blendy? Anyway, it's probably won't stand out as much as I would like it to, which is why I had thought about using this dark pink with this on top of it. But I don't know if then I don't like the purple. I could always use the craft with the pink and the pink. Maybe that's the way I'll go. Maybe this will be the background. This will be the... Anyway, I've got these papers to go through. I have some other things as well. Now in the sketch, there's some circles, so I took out my tool here. The smallest circles that this can cut is 4 inches. So I know I need one larger circle, so I will use this punch, not a punch, just a tool. I do have my 2-inch EK Success circle punch here. And then I have quite a bit from the Brighton collection, and that's because this was one of those that they did release at Joann's, and I do have a local Joann's that I went and I actually it's great because the one here I can order everything online and pick it up in store. So when I knew it came out, when I knew it was on sale, I just went online and started adding things to my cart. Now it's very easy from where I am here, and I'm in Illinois, south suburb of Chicago, to get like the ephemera and the stickers and things like that. Sometimes I have to actually go into the store for the paper. It really just, you know, depends. But I wanted to show you, I've got the ephemera, 40 pieces, embellishments, Bo Bunny. I've got all of the ephemera. I've got, this is a sticker book, so there's 8 different sticker sheets, lots of different things to use, labels, flowers, just the colors in the collection, just beautiful. I have some puffy sticker frames here. This reminds me of Pink Fresh, how they do their frames, which are just great. Always a good embellishment to use. Now, here are the 6x12 stickers. I have a feeling these are clear stickers, so we'll see. Remember last time I said, oh, I don't like clear stickers, and then I ended up using them, so we'll see. I've got chipboard titles available to use here, as well as this is the alpha that came with the collection. It's just gold on gold. Very fancy, called Brighton. And then in the sketch, there is at the top of this block of paper, it looks like a stitch, you know, a zigzag stitch there. Now I do have a sewing machine that I don't know how to use. Someday I will learn to use it. It's just a little genome, and I bought it specifically for scrapbooking. I used it once, and it confuses the heck out of me. I'll figure it out someday. It's just another tool that I had to have, so sorry. Just admitting to some of my weaknesses as far as paper crafting goes. So what I do have that I can use are maybe one of these stamp sets. I've got this 49 in Market. It's called Line Stitch Stamp Set. And then I also have an LA Studio, which is Home Sewn Stitches. Now this has the zigzag, which is why I'm thinking of using this one. This one kind of has, I don't see, well, it's got a really messy zigzag here. That might be usable as well, but I'll probably check them both out, see which one I like better. But I do have them available to use. So I've got stamps, I've got alphas, I've got chipboard, I've got stickers, I've got puffies, I've got stickers, I've got embellishments, paper and tools and pictures. So that's what I'll be using. I'm going to go ahead, put this together, and I'll come back and show you what I decided on. Thanks. Hey friends, I'm coming back to you with my completed layout for Chrissy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketch Notes, number 14, with day 15. And now I started the video out. I showed you that this is created by Lisa Cuneo Scrapbooking. I showed you what papers I plan to use. I'm using the Bo Bunny Brighton collection. Still using the Bo Bunny Brighton collection, but completely different papers. Oh boy, the life of a scrapbooker. Thank goodness for supplies. When I started to put, I wanted to use purple. I had showed you before purple paper, and I had a different ombre purple that I was going to cut up and use. And for some reason, I started putting that together. I have the purple cut into strips and everything. and it, honest to goodness, to me, was just looking very plain. It just looked like it was getting washed out. So, you know, I cut papers, I was putting them down. I wasn't gluing them at that point, but I was putting them down, and I just ended up taking out all the paper that I have again from the Brighton collection and just going through it. And ended up with this light pink background. There's a darker pink back here, and then this particular paper just has these different images on the whole thing. So I cut that to, you know, 6 inches by 12, and then I cut each one of these at 1 1/4. So I can cut 1 1/4 and then just left a little space in between. As the sketch showed, it looks like, you know, they would come together. I did use the stamp up here. I used the one from actually 49 and Market. It was a zigzag stamp. I have to clean it. Oh, I did clean it off, but you can't see that. Anyways, it's a 49 and Market stamp. Looks like stitching. Zigzag stamp. I only used one piece of chipboard from the chipboard. I used just a couple of pieces of ephemera. And the rest are, here's ephemera. This was one of the pieces of papers that I was going to use, that you see this semicircle here. That was one of the ones that I was going to use. I had cut it in half, so I had this half left, and, well, I had it all left, but I knew I needed a circle here and a little bit of a circle up there. So I used this paper, and I used it was in the bottom right-hand corner, and it had the beautiful flowers on there. So I cut that up. I did ink everything in distress ink, weathered wood, just to add a little bit of dimension. As this was the back side of the paper, so this was the B side, or I'm not sure what, when the branding strip is full, is the A side or B side. That's not sure, but it doesn't matter. I kept the branding strip on here and cut the 1/2 inch from the bottom because I thought the butterflies looked pretty up there. I've got my 2 pictures. I used a little bit of twine from my stash. These particular stickers, but these daisies and these pretty butterflies are in their own clear sticker pack. I actually really like them. I know I'm changing my mind on the clear stickers. They have been working out really well for me. I used this title really just from some stickers, from stickers that I have in my stash, and that's because, as I explained at the beginning, I took my granddaughter to story time at the library, and it ended up being a story time for babies. She's not a baby. She's a 3-year-old, so she's a big girl, and she had no interest being there with babies. So we ended up just going to play in the library anyway, but we did leave the story time. But just the look on her face, I mean, that's my Quinn. I love her to death. But anyway, I hope you can see this. I hope it's not too glary and bright. I did use a little bit of Jen Hadfield gold shimmer mist. It's almost gone, which is very sad, especially because I had this partially open on my desk and it tipped over. So it's my own fault that I'm missing a lot of it. But anyway, day 15 done. On to day 16. Again, comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. If you can totally relate to the switching gears as you're making your layout. And we'll come back and I'll show you what's up for day 16. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.